Auto Reverse is filmed in front of a live studio audience.
And welcome to Auto Reverse, a show where we do a deep dive into hip-hop's most influential mixtapes. I'm your host, DJ Ryan Fresh. I want to thank you for joining me today for the final episode of Season 1. Before we get into today's mixtape, I want to send a shout out to Rob Swift for sharing last week's episode. Obviously, Soulful Fruit means a lot to DJs in my generation, and I felt it needed its due recognition, and hopefully you enjoyed the video. So, thank you for sharing that to your followers, and if you're here because of Rob Swift, hello. So for the season finale of Auto Reverse, we're going to talk about one of the most well-known mixtapes of all time, and that is DJ Qbert's Demolition Pumpkin Squeeze Music, a preschool break mix. To give you guys some backstory, like every Filipino kid who came up in the 80s and 90s, I too got my hip-hop start in b-boying, and eventually made my way to DJing once I saw crews like the Invisible Scratch Pickles and the 5th Platoon, and learned my history about the myriad of mobile DJs who came up in the Bay Area in the 80s. It's one of the blessings of having older siblings who are into that sort of thing. Not to put it in cliche terms, but Qbert's preschool break mix really bridged the gap between my start in b-boying and what I found enjoyable and what would be my future in DJing. So it's something that really represents a big part of me coming up within hip-hop. Punctuated by the fact that, as Babu said in the movie Scratch, Filipino kids, we don't have a lot of heroes. We have our parents and we have Qbert, and this mixtape really represents that, particularly if you came up during that time. Anyway, there's lots to discuss, so let's get into it. Here is episode 6 of season 1 of Auto Reverse, Qbert's Demolition Pumpkin Squeeze Music, a preschool break mix.
Funky down, nasty. Funky down, nasty. Funky down.
Because of his legacy as a scratch DJ and the many accolades that he's collected over the years, it's easy to forget that Qbert can mix with the best of them. His beginnings in the mobile DJ scene is all over this tape, right down to the song selection and the sections that are incredibly layered. As it stands, his b-boy mixtape Demolition Pumpkin Squeeze Music, a preschool break mix, is what you'd expect, and more. Qbert's frenetic scratches are overlaid onto sections from Ultimate Beats and Breaks, and vocal samples from a myriad of resources, Style Wars, Spider-Man, and The Warriors. Like Mixmaster Mike's music's worst nightmare, the samples that Qbert uses are there with purpose. Some might sound cool, like the Buck Rogers intro, but Q is letting you know that you're about to get into some spaced out shit.
But there's never been a story like this one, because there's never been a hero like Spider-Man.
A Monday warrior, mean strike. Today's Tom Sawyer, mean pride. A Monday warrior, mean strike.
It's arguable that Demolition Pumpkin Squeeze Music is the bridge between the Rocksteady DJs and the Invisible Scratch Pickles. The b-boy element is there, prominent as fuck, but the songs are punctuated with some of the best scratching of the early 90s, something that Q-Bert, Apollo, and Mixmaster Mike made people aware of during their DMC performance. One of my favorite memories of this tape is simply just putting it on with my b-boy compatriots and having it be the soundtrack for the evening's practice session. Because of Q-Bert's energy and fast style of mixing, it makes for the perfect b-boy tape. Q-Bert plays the break, but adds in some quick juggles or lets a section of music meander a little bit before going into the next track. It's unexpected, but works in a way that sets it apart from your typical b-boy mix.
DJ Qbert presents Demolition Pumpkin Squeeze Music, a preschool break mix. Dirt Style Productions, Turntable Dragons.
When you say break, what you're talking about is the break of the record, not the person or the dance. The break is a description of the section of a record where you dance to. We would call break boys, b-boys. Break on the break. You know how it was.
At its core, Demolition Pumpkin Squeeze Music is very much a celebration of hip-hop. The samples that are culled from Style Wars shout out graffiti culture. The music is a love letter to the breaks that the dancers would move to. The cuts are old school rap samples which speak to the MCs and DJs. Added to the homage to hip-hop, there's appearances by fellow Invisible Scratch Pickles, Disc, and Shortcut. It's easy to pass off the mixtape as a fun mess, but listening to the subtleties, everything here is deliberate. Even though the mixtape was released in 1994, it's very much in the style of live mobile DJ mixes that many of the Bay Area Filipino crews were known for. Putting it in the frame of the hip-hop mix opened this style to rap fans outside of Daly City, San Francisco, and Vallejo. It truly is a game-changing mixtape. 25 years after its release, it's a mixtape that means so much to so many people, be it breakdancers, DJs, or hip-hop enthusiasts. From his start in the mobile DJ scene, to the turntablism origins of the Rocksteady DJs, to scratching in the credits of an episode of Bob's Burgers, DJ Qbert truly lives up to his Grandmaster title. That's it for the season finale of Auto Reverse. I want to thank you guys for joining me today. We're going to take a 1 to 2 month hiatus. I know last time I said 2 to 3, but I'm having too much fun doing this. So I've compiled the mixtapes for season 2. Thank you guys who commented on the last few videos. I've taken some of your recommendations and they're actually gonna be in the following season, so I can't wait to share that with you guys. If you like what you've seen, please subscribe, like the video, comment what should be in season 3. What other types of DJ videos should I do? Fuck, just say hi. I don't know. More than likely, I will answer you. While we're on this break, it's also a good idea to go back and check out the previous 5 episodes. We have episodes featuring mixtapes by Mixmaster Mike, DJ Babu, The Con Men, Shortcut, and of course the aforementioned Rob Swift. Additionally, I have some more videos on the way. In addition to scratch clips, I also have a new history series that I'll be sharing with you shortly, so be on the lookout for that. And as always, I'm taking bookings in the greater Seattle-Tacoma area, so you can hit me up here, or find me at any one of these social media platforms. Anyway, I want to send a shout out to you guys for joining me on the first season of Autoverse. Get ready for season 2. It's going to be dope. And I want to send a special shout out to my unofficial executive producers, Corey Dawood and Amy. thank you for your help. I couldn't have done season 1 without any of you guys. Appreciate it. Much love. And special shout out to Dawood for letting me use his beats for this series. I greatly appreciate it. Dude, I owe you some fries. Anyway, that's really it for now. I will check you guys later. Peace.